RICO case against the family. All eyes are on Kim Kardashian, and sources say she is at the center of a secret money laundering operation, putting millions behind closed doors, and now the IRS and federal agents are finally paying attention. Well, Ray J, the One Wish singer, has a long history with the Kardashians, and he has accused them of leaking that infamous tape, taking credit for his work, and even stealing from his sister Brandy. But this is different because this is a federal attention that's become. And insiders warn that Kris Jenner is not just worried. She is threatening Ray J directly, desperate to shut him down before more explosive secrets come to light. The tension inside the Kardashian inner circle is reportedly at a boiling point, and lawyers are on high alert. Every meeting, every phone call, every leaked document could trigger chaos. Things are about to be a hot mess. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you've been following Ray J's drama with the Kardashians, it shouldn't come as a surprise that he is willing to go this far. That man has made it more than clear in the past that he does not F with the Kardashians. But nobody expected him to go this far because he just admitted that he sicked the feds on them. But get this, he didn't even try to hide it or anything like that. He's been more than proud of his involvement because he bragged about it in an interview. He even went ahead to say that whatever secrets the Kardashians are hiding are worse than Diddy's secrets. And considering the horrible things that Diddy's been accused of doing, let's just say that whatever dirt he has on the Kardashians has been insane.
This federal RICO though, on KK and Kris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy. I'm talking about, I'm on the news every day like, yeah. Meaning like I'm gonna say a lot of shit.
Got a little bounce, you know, you walk with
If anybody know Kim and cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The rain is coming, the feds is coming.
Hey, right.
The feds is coming. It's nothing I can do about it. It's worse than Diddy. It's worse than Diddy.
Y'all hear this nigga, boy?
It's worse than Diddy. The feds are coming to investigate. Yeah, because it's like, I can't be the dirty guy no more.
Now, we don't know what exactly Ray J has on the Kardashians, but we do know that Khloe has been at least one of Diddy's freak-off parties because she said so herself.
Yes. So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far French so good. Montana. Do you even know half the people you're naming? No. Good. If you were seriously dating somebody, would you tell Chloe?
No. You have to get these margaritas out of here. Why aren't you drinking? Yeah, but last night. She didn't go to bed.
I haven't been to bed yet.
You haven't? I want to be Chloe when I grow up, Court.
Oh, you're just so little. Like
My balls are just going.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Well, this party, I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
The streets have been saying for a hot minute that the Kardashians' downfall is on the way, and it looks like Ray J is going to be the one spearheading it. And honestly, is that even surprising? The Kardashians have done him dirty for years, and it's only recently that he got his voice back and started speaking up for himself. But this time he's coming with some claims that the Kardashians have allegedly been making some illegal money moves for a long time. Now there has been some speculation for years that the Kardashians move shady when it comes to that money. But now Ray J is claiming that it has straight up illegal allegedly. Now y'all remember back in 2022 how the Kardashian show had an entire plotline of Ray J allegedly threatening to leak more unseen footage of Kim's adult bride in the show. They made a big deal of Kanye going to Ray J man-to-man to get the tapes back for Kim.
Got me all of the sex tape back.
Oh my God.
And he flew home and got the computer. It was on the hard drive. And met up with Ray J at the airport and got it all back for me.
Oh, Kim.
Well, as a part of his current mission to expose the Kardashians, Ray J finally spoke up about it, and he confirmed what we had suspected for years, that Kris Jenner is allegedly the mastermind behind the tape. He also claimed that it was never leaked as they have claimed, but it was calculated as a business decision. He said, "I've sat in the shadows for over 14 years allowing the Kardashians to use my name to my name, make billions of dollars over a decade and a half talking about a topic I've never really spoken about. I've never leaked anything. I've never leaked a sex tape in my life. It has never been a leak. It has always been a deal and a partnership between Kris Jenner and Kim and me, and we've always been partners since the beginning of this thing. But then he admitted that it was originally his idea to release the tape for fame, and that it wasn't that hard to convince Kim to do it. He also claimed that the whole thing about Kanye getting the old tapes from him was a lie because Kim has the only copies of the tape that exist. He said it was something we did in Cabo on a trip for her birthday, and it was something extra we were doing in the hotel. She kept them all. She had to go find that tape and then present it. I never had a tape in my possession in our whole relationship. He continued, I never had a single one in my house. She had them at her house. She always had all the tapes in a Nike shoe box under her bed. I'm sure she has bigger beds now and better boxes. And that's how it all came about. Once I pitched the idea to her, just playing around a little bit, that's when she jumped on the idea, talked to her mom, and it was out of my hands from there. He also posted the contract that had Kim's name and her signature on them. So it looked like he wasn't lying. Now, this might be shady, but it certainly wasn't illegal. So, what does he really have on the Kardashians? Well, according to him, Kim has allegedly been involved in a money laundering scheme for a long time, and he supposedly has some receipts to prove it. Now, for example, y'all know how Kim got fired for stealing from Ray J's sister, Brandy, right? Well, according to him, that was the story that Kim and her PR people spun to make her look better because the reality was much worse than that. But what could be so bad that she would willingly admit to being a thief to save face? Well, according to Ray J, she was trying to not get exposed for money laundering because she knew that money laundering would get her in much bigger trouble because it is a more serious offense than stealing. And according to Ray J, this is how things played out back in the day when Kim was working as Bry's closet assistant. Things got a little shady. Somehow, she ended up with Bry's mom's credit card info, and she didn't give it back. Months had passed since Kim even worked for Brandy, but she held onto those details like they were gold, waiting for the right moment. Then, according to sources, Kim, Khloe, Rob decided to make their move. They allegedly took $120,000 from Bry's mom's account. And it wasn't just some spur-of-the-moment thing. They reportedly waited until they thought nobody was looking, then went for it. Now, you might think that with this kind of money, they would have gone on a shopping spree or bought something flashy, but no, that wasn't the plan. Instead, they funneled the cash into their own stores, Dash and Smooch, making it look like the business was earning. Basically, it was a way to make the money appear legitimate. And technically, that's a form of money laundering. But the whole thing is just bold, calculated, and honestly kind of shocking. It's the kind of stuff that explains why Ray J's allegations with federal authorities are now getting serious. But of course, things didn't stay under the radar for long. Those transactions weren't exactly above board. In fact, they were about as unauthorized as you can get. And it wasn't long before the truth started catching up to Kim and the crew. But here's where we got messier. Bry's mom is not a ruthless person. She gave Kim a chance to make things right. Probably out of loyalty to Brandy and maybe a little trust in their family ties. But Kim, Khloe, and Rob allegedly refused to return the money for over a year. At that point, Bry's mother had no choice but to call in the big guns, the law. And lawsuits was on the table and things were about to get serious. But before it hit the courts though, Brandy and Ray J convinced their mom to drop the lawsuit and try to handle things quietly off the record. But the damage was done. And according to Ray J, this incident wasn't just about money. It was about a breaking point for his relationship with Kim, because years later, he revealed that this was the real reason they ended things. He said, apart from them stealing money from my family, we would probably be still together now. But when that happened, I said, I don't want to be sleeping around with you no more. You stole money from my family. So that's why we stopped speaking. Well, never say never say never say never, because Kim wasn't exactly done. She was now getting involved in some new shady situations. Before she started building her empire, she reportedly had a sugar daddy, a man named Jolo. There have been many and plenty rumors that she may have helped him move some seriously questionable money. Sources say that Kim often traveled with him in gambling trips. And in 2009, she claimed to have flown back to Los Angeles with a trash bag full of cash, $250,000 to be exact. All from winnings in Las Vegas casinos. Wild, right? But here's the kicker. That might not have been just a lucky gambling haul. Jolo was later exposed for being involved in a massive money laundering operation, which raises serious questions about whether Kim's involvement was innocent or part of something much bigger. The Insider wrote, Lowe is wanted by international authorities in connection with the multi-billion-dollar moneying scam. He is accused of being the mastermind behind a scheme to siphon $4.5 billion from the Malaysian state-run Economic Development Fund. One Malaysia Development Bive at the time that they questioned Kim, but couldn't tie her to Jolo's criminal enterprise. Even with the $250,000 that she flew with in a trash bag, there have been rumors that the real reason she flew home with that money was to help Lowe launder the money. And gambling has a reputation of being one of the quickest ways to launder money. And there has been speculation that Kim knew exactly what she was doing at the time. But y'all, of course, there's more. According to Ray J, the $250,000 was chicken change compared to how much she's allegedly helped Lowe launder. And he was right about that because Kim's name came up a lot during Jolo's trial. Now, Ray J claimed that her team tried to bury the case, but it didn't quite work out like that. But according to reports during the court proceedings, Malaysia's High Court was told that a staggering US $2.4 million had gone out of the coffers of One Malaysia Development, 1MDB, and into the bank accounts of celebrity Kim Kardashian and musician Pharrell Williams via fugitive businessman Lowe Tech Joe's show company Goodstar Ltd. Not for real too. But that's not all. But here's the plot twist that'll blow your mind. Allegedly, the Kardashians made $600 million from Britney's conservatorship. And fans started getting suspicious when Kim's net worth suddenly shot up by $600 million overnight. She claimed it was all from Skims, but people weren't exactly buying that explanation. The timing and the amount raised some serious red flags, and folks started connecting the dots between Kim's sudden financial windfall and her ties to Lou Taylor, who was pulling the strings behind the conservatorship. The whole situation stinks of something much darker than a simple business success story. Now people are wondering if Kim's new empire might have come at a very shady cost. Somebody wrote, if you're Lou Taylor and you need to hide $600 million, would Kim's estate be a logical place to try and hide it? But that's not all, because they also pointed out how Kylie Jenner also sold half of her makeup company, Kylie Cosmetics, for a very familiar price. The fan explained, if you're following the conspiracy, that means the money could have went from Britney's trust to Stonebridge to Panama, back into the US through Kim's trust, and over to Kylie Jenner. According to Ray J, Kim and the rest of her family helped the launder of the money and made it impossible to trace. But he supposedly has more than enough evidence and is handing it over to the feds to help them build their RICO case. And just like that, y'all, the Kardashian empire might be finally facing the kind of heat that they've been expected to do for years. The Ray J has stepped up, spoken out, and handed over what could be the smoking gun to federal investigators. From closet cash grabs and alleged money laundering to $250,000 in a trash bag and ties to international schemes, the receipts are stacking up. Kris Jenner is reportedly on high alert, trying to keep everything under wraps. But it looks like this time the gloves are off and Ray J isn't holding back. And insiders say he's ready to let the feds connect the dots between shady family business, celebrity partnerships, and unexplained financial windfalls. If even half of what he claims is true, the fallout could be catastrophic for one of the most famous families in the world. But the question now isn't if this story will make headlines because we know that. It's how deep it will go and who gets exposed and whether the Kardashians can survive a scandal this massive because Ray J has been patient for over a decade. And now he's allegedly taking action, and the empire that seemed untouchable might be finally on the ropes. Buckle up, y'all, because the coming weeks could reveal more than anybody imagined. And one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The Kardashian kingdom has never faced a storm quite like this. But I got to know what y'all think about this. Drop your thoughts and comments below and then check out this next video. And please subscribe, because I have one wish that you would subscribe. Give me some likes and comment right now. If I had one wish,